My name is Barbara Blada. Coming into the Lean In series, I started doing the Tuesday night Lean In group, and I had no expectation of what was going to happen. I just started showing up. The first one, with no expectation, hit me harder with the question of what does Lean In mean? Is it praying? Is it just spending time with God? What does it look like to spend time with God? And why do it? If he's all powerful, if he can do it himself, why should we pray? Why should we witness to others? And why would he use me? What would be the reason for him to use me who can't do anything if he can just do it all? After the Lean In group, I had a conversation with my roommate about rehashing all of those things and digging a little deeper into why I felt that way. And it's hard for me to have so many questions because it feels like I'm asking an all-powerful God silly things. And she came to me with the response of the disciple Thomas, and God never turned him away. He welcomed all of his questions, and even when he did doubt him, he said, "Here are my wounds, feel this. You know who I really am." After that, it still felt very unresolved, didn't have the answers, was wrestling with it throughout the week. The week went on, and we were using the practice of worship and just listening to who God is in our Lean In worship Spotify playlist. And throughout the week, I just was diligent in continuing to listen, even though I didn't feel why I was obeying. There was no reason, couldn't understand why I should obey, but wanted to press on because I know who God is. And before, I wasn't able to go to church that Sunday, and still in the process of not wanting to pray because I don't understand why. I woke up out of sleep and God said, "Get on your knees, open your hands, and be with me." I didn't have any words to say. There was nothing eloquent that came out of my mouth, but he said, "Just be with me." And of tears streaming down my face, I knew that he was there, and I still didn't understand. I just asked why. Why am I doing this? And he gave me the song, "It Is Well With Your Soul." And it was in our playlist. I started playing it, and he had a way of speaking through that song, even though I kept wrestling with him saying, "That's not you, that's not you. There's no way that that's truth." So throughout the song, it just repeats, "It is well with your soul." And I said, "I don't hear you, God. You're not speaking to me." And then the next verse was, "Not your sin in part, but your sin in whole." And he's just saying, "I'll take all of it, not just a little piece of it, but I'll get in the dirty with you. It's all mine." And I knew that that was him speaking back to me. And so from that practice, I got to see a new glimpse of who God is and how far into it he'll go with you. Throughout that night, I ended up listening to the sermon from that Sunday, and it was all about how he doesn't just drag us along. We can hold his hand back and walk alongside him, just as you hold the hand of your child and you don't let go because you want them to be safe, but you can choose to hold back and you can choose to follow along. It's just another glimpse of what he can do if you just say, "I'm here." He keeps showing up, even when I don't want him to. That's the crazy part, is as I say, "I'm not here, I'm not gonna do it," he's like, "Yeah, you are, I'm here. I'm still here, even when you say no, I'm still here. I'm not gonna leave." I was up for many hours throughout the night and had to wake up for an early morning of work, and the entire day somehow I was not tired. He sustained me through that just by me saying yes. So that Sunday, our guest speaker asked that we pick an attribute of what Jesus shows to his people. He showed me the verses of Thomas again, and it led to two different verses of, they call him Doubting Thomas, and Jesus never turns him away. He comes at him with patience and grace and just willing to listen to what he has to say and wants to give him the answers. And every time he asks a question, he has another answer for him. It doesn't make him feel less than or dumb, but he welcomes him with open arms. And so throughout the week, I decided I would practice those same attributes toward other people. The Lord presented me with multiple opportunities to practice those and was able to provide us a place to say, I don't know the answers, but let's talk about it. And it allowed me, in practicing that attribute, to then see even more so how Christ feels about me. I would say by leaning in, you have nothing to lose and all to gain. If you say yes, you're not going to be disappointed.